Okay, now we are going to start our Saturday program. Due to some domestic problems, Sergeant at Arms Rotary Sushil Kumar Shrestha could not attend the meeting. Therefore, I would like to request Rotary Gopal Gurung to announce the rules of the meeting.
Very good afternoon and namaste to all the club president Shri Prasad Gurung, charter president Major Gopal Gurung, DG Rotary Rajib Shrestha ji, AG Ambika Shrestha ji, past presidents, board members, honorary members from UK and Nepal, and all the respected members. I would like to just make you sure that today's some rules, basic rules are here. And welcome everyone for virtual Saturday program of the Rotary Club of the Himalayan Gurkhas. Kindly remain mute during the meeting. Raise your hand or write on chat box should you have any points. Unmute yourself when you need to speak. Please remain seated. Log in until the meeting is adjourned. If you need to leave between the meeting, please request permission from President through chat box. Enjoy the meeting. Thank you all. Namaste.
May I just correct? My name is not Rajib Shrestha. My name is Rajib Pokhrel.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, this is up. I'll just confuse Rajib Pokhrel.
Okay. Thank you, Rotary and Gopal Gurung. Now I would like to request President-elect Satyabhadra Gurung to deliver welcome address.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony Secretary Bothar. Good afternoon, everyone. President Sri Prasad Gurung, First Lady Bomati Gurung, and today's guest DG Rajib Pokhrel sir, District Trainer Chair Rajendra Shakya sir, AG Ambika ma'am, Charter President Major Gopal Gurung, past presidents, respected members, Rotaract President, Interact President. Firstly, I welcome you all in the auspicious occasion of 17th Saturday virtual program. The club crossed 17 years and has more experience and matured. COVID-19 make us physically far away, so with the help of technology, we are celebrating our club Saturday virtually. I am proud to be a member of Himalayan Gurkhas. I have got opportunity to know the importance of discipline, and punctuality after becoming a member of this club. I have had the opportunity to learn a lot of from the esteemed personalities who have been tested by experience. Most of our members are ex-servicemen, especially British ex-army, and working with them gives me the feeling that I am also a soldier. Heartfelt salutations to the respected personalities who have been in the club continuously since its inception. Thanks for their tireless work and efforts that the club has crossed its 17 years today. I sincerely respect from the bottom of my heart the hard work and the dedication of our senior member, Major Bhim Gurung. He is 84 plus in age, but still serving club as a service project chair very efficiently and smoothly. He is our legend. Finally, once again, I welcome and thank you all of you on behalf of the Rotary Club of the Himalayan Gurkhas for your kind presence despite busy schedule. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, President-elect Satyabhadra Gurung, for your welcome address. Now, I would like to request President Sri Prasad Gurung, MPSF, to start weekly meeting.
Thank you very much, Secretary Rotary and votes. the master of ceremony for today. First of all, before I start the meeting, I want to reinforce the welcome speech of my President-elect. Again, I would like to welcome today's chief guest, District Governor Rotary Rajib Pokhrel sir, District Trainer Chair Rajendra Shakya sir, AG ma'am, three wonderful our honorable members, honorary members from United Kingdom, Rotaractor from the Rotaract Club of Peoples Campus, and Interactor from the Rotaract Club of Valley Public. Meeting, Rotary weekly meeting number 742 is now in session. Now, I'd like everyone for a request a 15-second invocation in memory of those Rotarian and non-Rotarian who passed away due to this pandemic, COVID-19. A 15-second silence for those who passed away recently. 15 seconds. Thank you very much. Now I'd like to share some happy news sharing with the members. We have a tradition of sharing happy news once in once in a month. So this September month we have 2 happy birthdays and 1 anniversary. Happy birthdays to our charter member, retired General Rotarian General Lily Jung Gurung on the 5th of September. Happy birthday to sir. And the next, another is a fine young doctor, Dr. Sanjay Bikram Shrestha. His birthday is 27 September. Unfortunately, they both couldn't be here due to their commitment and health condition. So happy birthday to both of them. And we have a 1 anniversary is Rotarian Yuvraj, past President Rotarian Yuvraj, who has and Hari Devi Gurung. The anniversary date is on the 8th of September. So we wish you a very happy return day to both of them again. He couldn't join us, or he has not joined us yet, maybe some technical issues. So many happy returns today. And we also like to congratulate Rotaractor, Ms. Juna Pun, the president of Rotaract Club of People's Campus, who recently attended ERRRP in September 2020 from 4th to 6th of September, and is the winner of Miss ERRRP September 2020. So many congratulations and well deserved. Thank you very much. I'm really proud of you. Thank you very much. And since none of the celebrities or the birthday boys or anniversary are here, there will be no sunshine, unfortunately, for today. So, so moving on, I like our secretary to go back to the secretary, please. Thank you.
Thank you, President. Now, I would like to request Charter President Major Gopal Gurung, MBE, MPHF, to address the charter history of the club.
Thank you, Bhojbhai. I will have to read out the address in English because we have honorary members from the United Kingdom who otherwise would not understand what I'm saying. So here it goes. Club President, District Governor Sir, District officials, Madam AG, Rotarian, Rotaractors from the People's Club campus, and all the all my Rotarian friends who are present. The charter history goes back, starts from 2002, end of 2002, and it goes something like this. In late 2002, I think it was, if I remember correctly, towards the end of December, I was shopping around in Chakrapath one afternoon, late in the afternoon, when I heard somebody say, "Hello, sir," and being very used to this sort of address, I turned around and I saw Captain Asbad Sahib, standing behind me with a big grin on his face. We hadn't met for a long time, so we shook hands, and he said, "I've got something to talk to you about. Let's go and have a cup of tea in the restaurant." And so off we went. He was, of course, a member of the Rotary Club of Mount Everest, and he had considerable knowledge regarding Rotary Club and what the Rotary Club can do. So in essence, he gave me a lecture on who we were, where our roots came from, and the goodies that the Rotary Club can do for the people from where we came from, such as drinking water, clean water, health by holding various types of camps, by general eye camp, general camp, orthopedic camps, renal camps, coronary camps, etc., etc. We could also help in the field of education by building extra classrooms. We could help by providing sanitation in the form of toilets and ablutions to schools, information technology, and last but not least, keep the retired boroughs, by boroughs I mean the ex-servicemen, occupied and stop them playing cards every afternoon and losing their pensions, which I thought was a great idea. I was very impressed with Captain AB's ideas. So in principle, I agreed that we should form a club with retired ex-servicemen as members of the club. Message was circulated, and the first meeting was held in Captain AB's house to discuss the idea. All those who were present were favorable of the idea and wanted to form a club. But unfortunately, they all wanted me to be the chartered president. We at this stage knew nothing about Rotary. So with directions from the Nepal branch of Rotary District 3292, which is a Rotary District of Calcutta at the time, we moved ahead. Sponsor club had to be requested, and Kathmandu North kindly took us under their wings and sponsored us. We had to have a GSR, now known as the Assistant Governor, GSR Government Special Rep, and Mr. Mingma Sherpa was allocated to look after us. Meetings were held, one after another. Ideas and plans were discussed to get projects. And GSR did all he could to lead the club along the right directions, and we're grateful to Mr. Mingma. Our big salams, wherever you may be. Keep well and be safe. During our transition phase, early formation days, we had special help from Dr. Tekaman Baidya, PDG Tekaman Baidya, and PDG Dilendra Shrestha, and I forgot his, and Rajesh Thapa. These three gentlemen were very attentive towards our needs. They taught us and helped us to stand from our crawling days to stand on our feet. The Rotary Club of the Himalayan Gurkhas was thus beginning to take shape. Before I finish, pardon me, finally, on the 10th of September 2003, the club was chartered and the ceremony was held at the Radisson Hotel with the British ambassador as a chief guest. This is how the Rotary Club of the Himalayan Gurkhas was born. Before I finish, I would like to thank the following for their help and guidance during our early stages. PDG Tikaman Baidya, PDG Dilendra Shrestha, Rajesh Thapa, GSR Mingma Sherpa, RC North, RC Kathmandu North for sponsoring us, and those who helped us during the earlier uncertain periods of the club's life. Last but not least, the club owes a great deal to Captain Ashwadar Gurung for his concept, his encouragement, without which the club would not have existed. Thank you.
Thank you, Charter President, Major Gopal Gurung ji. Now, I would like to request President Sri Prasad Gurung to introduce the active charter member of the club.
Thank you very much, Secretary. Now, the Charter President has just briefed us how the club was formed by ex-British Gurkhas and ex-Singapore Police and ex-Nepal Army, majority of that. And the member who started as per our Charter President, Captain Ashwadar Gurung, who couldn't be here today with us. He has to leave because he was reallocated to J1 and he is no longer with us in the club. However, this is the group photo, the first group photo of the club history, which was started with 35 members. Not everyone is there, but 35 members started the club in 2003. The first, as you have already heard, the Charter President, Major Gopal Gurung, MBE, who is also who is the pillar of the club at the moment, who is guiding everyone, and especially us young Rotarian into the club. And he's also taking post of chair of the Rotary Foundation. So that's him. You have already seen him here. And the next one is Major Vim Bahadur Gurung, MBO, MBE. Again, he is the most mature Rotarian in the club, maybe among the mature Rotarian in the district. But however, he's very active and he's still doing a club service project chair and past president. And a charter member and past president, Rotarian Major Vijay Mokhtan, he is also here. Thank you for joining. And we have next is past president Major Yam Bahadur Gurung, past president again. BM Yam Bahadur Gurung, BEM is also a past president and a very active member who is always guiding us in all areas. And next one is next charter member is Rotarian General Lily Jang Gurung, whose birthday happened to be this month, and he couldn't join us due to his health condition at the moment. So thank you to him. Charter member, Rotarian Chief Inspector Nanda Bahadur Gurung from Singapore Police, and he is a very active member, and he holds many posts like Secretary and many other service areas. The next one is Rotarian Bhakta Bahadur Gurung, who couldn't be here today, but he is also a very active member of the club, a charter member. Next is Garza Bahadur Gurung, I'm not sure if he's here. He's in the UK at the moment, and he's also from the British Army. Next one is Lieutenant KB Gurung, Kumbaraj Gurung, a charter member and the British Army, ex-British Army, and he is not here today with us due to his other commitment. Sambhu Raj, charter member Sambhu Raj Gurung is our treasurer at the moment, and he's been treasurer for a while, and is and a very active member of the club. And finally, we have Rotarian Yuvaraj Gurung, past president, and he is also taking a leadership beyond club as an AG under Governor Chintamaniji. So I would like to, as a president and from behalf of the club, I would like to thank you, all the charter members, especially charter president and the Captain Ashpad Sahab for taking the initiative to put together this group of ex-Gurkhas in a such a fine club and to serve the community, to get to give back something back to the community from the ex-Gurkhas or ex-servicemen who worked most of their prime time in outside the country. So thank you very much once again to all the charter members who are with us here and who couldn't be here with us, who have left the club for various reasons, but we still remember them and we still invite them in our social gathering. But due to today's virtual, none of them are here. So from all of us, again, once again, thank you very much, all those charter members, for your continuous support and contribution. Thank you.
Thank you, President Sri Prasad Gurung. Now I'm going forward. May I request Rotarian Major Lil Bahadur Gurung, MBE, MPHF, past president, to share and highlight of club 17th years in service.
Thank you very much. I'll do that. Okay, I hope you can see me all. Good afternoon, everybody. Mr. President, District Governor, Assistant District Governor, Charter President, District officials, the chairmen of the club board, all the members, honorary members, Andy, Barry, and from Harrogate Brigantes, and John Trout from Northallerton. And I can see somewhere Krishna Adhikari from Virginia in USA, who has just joined us. Members of the president and members of the Rotaract and Interact clubs, all the members, club members, and the ladies. Now, in the sequence of events, President has said the club's history of last 17 years. I've been given only 12 to 15 minutes to finish my presentation. So I have actually excluded a lot of the things and concentrated in the things that we've been doing in the last 18 months or so. Now, I would like to start with okay, the areas of focus for the Himalayan Gurkhas is obviously, as per the Rotary norms, health, hygiene, and disease prevention, literacy, including IT education, water and sanitation, economic and community development. Now, I would like to start with the health and hygiene and disease prevention. As you can see here, Rotaract Club of Peoples Campus and members of the Himalayan Gurkhas participated in the blood donation which at the moment is becoming more and more important because there has been shortage of blood, and I think the activities of this sort is very important for Nepal, and they have done, a club has done a great job. Again, disease prevention. Polio is one of the main events in the Rotary calendar, and Himalayan Gurkhas is participating in it ever since Rotary District 3292 started its campaign on eradication of polio. On the same subject, but in a slightly different area, myself and Krishna Adhikari, we decided to help some of the schools, a cluster of schools in Shangja, with girls' hygiene kit. As you know, a lot of girls between the age of about 11, 12 to 18, they normally miss their school days at least 3 to 4 days every month due to the menstrual cycles. Therefore, what we've done is we've requested a donor from the United Kingdom, and a very famous Joanna alumni has come up with a rescue plan. And with the donation from her, we have donated approximately 7,000 girls' hygiene kit to about just under 1,000 girls. These hygiene kits are washable and reusable. And we visited the schools, and one of the schools, which is here, a Gante school, Gante High School, all the happy girls actually with little placards to thank Joanna, the donor. And the next school we went to is Durham High School. Again, we distributed quite a lot of hygiene kit to them. And this is the team which went to distribute the girls' hygiene kit to the schools. Now, I want to move on to global grant. As you can see here, how clear you can see, I don't know, but let me just go through it. There are 2 global grants actually encapsulated in one slide. There are 3 schools, Ranabir School. Ranabir School is right in the middle of the slide. Okay, Ranabir Janahit Secondary School. Bhanu Secondary School is on the bottom left, and Tallo Kumerdang Basic School is on the lower right. These 3 schools, plus other 3 schools, 2 in Diktel, Kotang Diktel, namely Gangodaya and Aiselukharka, and 1 in Gulmi. These 6 schools are the beneficiaries of water and sanitation project worth about $159,000 US. Okay, the money for the project came from the Kirimo of Rotary Club of Scotland, and of course the foundation. And the project is coordinated by Siri himself, the president himself. And that moves me on to the other project, that is the early learning program, which actually is early childhood ECD, early childhood development. Okay, so let me just go to, there are 6 schools which are benefiting from it. Let me just go to the next slide. And as you can see, these teachers are being trained. So it's a train the trainer package. And as you can see here, they actually, the way they are doing things is completely different to what we normally see in Nepalese schools. So they are learning a lot, as well as they are giving their learned skills to the students. Now these are the students who are benefiting from it. Now, this project, Early Childhood Development, this project is, as I've said, a different global grant, and it is worth about $59,000. Again, these 6 schools with the early childhood development and 3 schools with the water and sanitations actually are clustered in Waling area of Sangja district. Let me just move on to the water and sanitation. This one, as I mentioned earlier, is the Ranabir Secondary School. The progress is ongoing, and hopefully the project will be completed soon. The second one, Tollo Kumerdong Basic School, again, the project is in progress. And these are the only 2 schools I've got photographs of. The other 4, I have not got the photographs, unfortunately, but we know the progress is ongoing. Because of the Corona, obviously, the coordinators of these projects have not been able to go and visit these places. Okay, again, another global grant. This one is in Ruby Valley. Okay, this is the Chamra Devi Secondary School in Ruby Valley. This is, by name of it, I think you should all know, Ruby Valley is a very remote place. I think it takes about 8 to 10 days to walk to this place. The project was just under 1 crore, about 10 million, less than 10 million rupees. And this project has been completed. This project was supported by International Club Hamakita from Japan, of course, supported by the Rotary Foundation. The remoteness of the village or the project site cannot be emphasized, as the Rotarians from Hamakita of Japan had to charter the helicopter to visit these places. The logistic of it was also a nightmare. So I think we can imagine that the distance it has covered, the amount of effort it has covered, the amount of hard work everybody put in, and especially Rotarian Kul, who is the project coordinator, supported by Himalayan Gurkhas. These are the really remarkable sort of job, very well done to all who have participated in it. Now I just want to move on. Apart from global grants, we also get involved every now and then with disaster relief. This one is a Chakamana municipality. This is a Chepang people, economically very, very backward. The whole village is also in the similar situation. This particular project was during the last monsoon, and the people who are dying because of the landslide and heavy rain, there was no supplies for them. Therefore, Himalayan Gurkhas went and supported them. You can see a person, a very miserable looking person, but obviously he will be happy for next month or so with a big rice sack sitting in front of him. Okay, now I want to move on to literacy IT education in Andikola Valley. Now, before I go on to this one in particular, I would like to give you a little bit of a background about how IT education became part of the Himalayan Gurkhas with our international friends. Way back in 2010, when Major Yam was the president and I was the secretary, we came up with the idea of introducing IT into a remote hill schools. And Yam, in his visit to UK, visited Harrogate Brigantes, and he came back with quite a positive note. We shared his briefing, and then we selected 2 schools, one in Pokhara and one in Sangja, for our IT pilot project. I would emphasize pilot because, you know, this was a trial project, and we wanted to have it as a trial because we never had done it before. It is a remoteness. I don't know how the people in the locality would whether or not they will accept it, whether or not they will be able to look after it when we leave, and so on. So there are so many things to consider. And after about 18 months or so of lots and lots of emails and lots of telephone calls and so on, Harrogate Brigantes, with several clubs, including North Allerton Club, they came up with 8-man team who came to visit Nepal in February 2011 to start the 2 projects. 4 members of the team, of the 8 men, 4 members of the team stayed behind in Ritapani. John Proud leading, who at the moment is with us at the moment. Thank you, John, for joining us. And the Panchamul project was led by Barry Pollard, and obviously he was very ably supported by Andy Morrison, the IT guru. So we started it after 10 days of installation, doing all sorts of things, and training the teachers in the school. We came to conclusion that I think project was worth spending money, and we thought that it should continue. As a result, because mainly the support from Harrogate Brigantes, Barry and Andy, and full support from North Allerton, John and Duncan unfortunately isn't here with us. They have actually continued with the support. So at the moment, with their support, we have got computers, a full computer lab in Chittagong. We have got a full computer lab in Majathana. We have a computer lab and still followed up in Ritapani, and all 6 schools in Panchamul Valley are up and running, including the connection of the internet as well. So it's a big sort of leap forward for these schools who benefited from it. As a result, the Andikola project actually came to existence. We were looking for some donors, fresh donors, who wanted to donate. And we found a Reppa Foundation, a guy called David Reppa. He actually, we met in RI District 1040's district conference, and we came up with some idea, and he actually wanted to, because it was his first trip to Nepal, he wanted to come and see what the Nepal is like, what the peoples are like. He came to Nepal, and I was very kindly briefed by Andy and Barry to give him a good sort of look after, which I did. And after his 3 days visit, before he left, he said, okay, Major Lil, I think I can do it. So that was the word that I followed on, and I started the recceing of the place. There are 12 schools starting from the top of the Andikola Valley, which starts at a place called Karki Neta, which is in Parvat district. And all the schools are dotted either east or west as the river flows north to south. The schools, 12 schools are dotted from east or west of Andikola Valley, and it goes all the way down to very close to Walling, just south of Walling. Of the 12 schools, I did all the survey. With me was Krishna Adhikari, of course. 9 schools qualified for it. 3 did not qualify. 3 did not qualify because their students' number, although they said, let's say 400, when I went to visit them, they only had 90 students in their classrooms. As a result, I just couldn't support them. And I just couldn't give donor a sort of a false statement. So I gave him a true statement, and we have, as per his agreement, we started IT suites installation in 9 schools in Andikola Valley. Now, this is one of the schools in Andikola Valley, a Lakshmi Mavi in Walling. They have got 20 computers. These computer screens can be doubled up by 2 students per computer, so they can have 40 students at any one time. And they have got about 350 students, and we think they are the worthy for the school to have the computers in them. The next one is, this one is the Bhagawati in Papartham, quite close to Sethi Dohan. Again, 20 computers, really 21st century IT system installed. And obviously, when the students of these schools and other schools that we have supported with IT education, they will be able to compete against the town wallahs, the students who had the opportunity, well-off children who study in Kathmandu, Pokhara, or any well-off cities. These children will be able to compete with them for their job and for their future. So I think this is a great move from the donors, from the Rotarian friends. Now, one of the things the Rotarian friends take back with them, they come here, spend thousands of money on their travel, they spend their money staying in hotel, and they do all the expenses from their pocket. The only one thing they take back from us is the people's happiness in their faces, the people's welcome, the warmth of the people they receive. They receive from the people in the village, wherever they go. This one is a place called Pradyumna Paneru High School. They now became a college. I think it has supported that our 20 computers has supported their demand to upgrade it to a college. They now have a bachelor's level education. This is the school where so many people turned up: mothers group, fathers group, youth club, parents and guardians, locals, children, obviously everybody was there. So these are the things that actually makes these donors, our friends, want to return, want to come back to Nepal. Okay, I want to move on to economic and community development, and I will take you to the very far north, a very cold place, Mustang, Manang. This is Prakash Jyoti Secondary School in Manang district. During the 2015 earthquake, it was badly damaged, and we obviously went to our District 3292 for help, asking for help, but they couldn't help because Manang was just outside its the border, because it was not into a 2015 earthquake zone. So we did not receive any help from the district. It didn't matter because I wrote to IFN Trust in Cheshire, in Tarpoli, and the donor IFN Trust very kindly donated 3.2 million rupees, 32 lakhs, to rebuild the building. You see the building which is standing tall on the further left of the picture. Now, again, the project was led by Major Bhim. Here you can see quite a few Rotarian friends. In the back row, we've got a few friends as well. And also, this time we had participation from some of the ladies of the Rotary Club. Now, this was a grand success. And obviously, it's a very remote place. Going there is difficult. All the logistic is difficult. But despite all those difficulties, Major Vim, the coordinator of the event, has successfully managed to complete the event and hand over to the community. Now, this is the little flex which says Nepal post-earthquake, and it says funded by IFN Trust. Okay, now, while they were in Manang, why not take advantage of visiting one of the forbidden cities? Okay, the visiting team, including the ladies, actually went to visit the last, I think it says last forbidden kingdom of Nepal. Okay, they are lucky that they did not get any altitude sickness. They came back safe. Thank you, Vim Saab and all the team who went to Manang. I want to move on. Economic and community development microloan scheme. This scheme, there are smaller ones as well. Again, this came from RI District 1040, and in particular, it came from North Allerton and North Allerton Mowbray, the sister club. And obviously, there are other smaller microloans which are supported by Harrogate Brigantes. We started with 70 goats. This man, Baburam, and 4 others who started it. And there is another one. This is the Goat Bank 1. And the baby goats are bottle fed by the goat herder's son. These 2 projects were one of the very, very important projects in Panchamol Valley. Everybody loved it. Everybody welcomed it. And everybody thought, right, okay, I think Panchamol Valley will be, above quite a lot of other villages as far as the goat meat production is concerned. Now, maybe we spoke too early. Leopards were listening. And in one of the days, in Goat Bank 1, in this one, there were several attacks, but in each attack, they were attacked just 1 goat. But on this one, the second goat bank, in one particular attack, it actually killed, within 5 to 7 minutes, it killed 7 goats within 5 to 7 minutes. The goat herder, a lady, was shouting her head off, but she was a little bit far away from the village, so she just couldn't get any help. As a result, 7 goats were killed on the spot. And obviously, they were very scared, and they were asking me for help, what to do with it. Well, unfortunately, the leopards are, we cannot kill them. These are preserved animals. Therefore, if there was a sort of open policy in, what to do with the leopards, I would have taken care of it with my shotgun, but I can't do it. As a result, we are looking into various options. I have briefed the donors about the options, and Joan is listening at the moment. So I will get back to them with various options. But whatever we do, the project will benefit the entire community. Now, I want to move on to Kids Allowed, Students' Cultural Exchange Program to the UK. Now, this program has been going on in the UK, sponsored and coordinated by Harrogate Brigantes. This was new to us, and about 3-4 years ago, Andy Morrison, when he came to visit us with Guy Wilson, they actually suggested whether it would be a good idea to take the students. Without actually thinking of all the logistics, we said, okay, let's go ahead. So we decided to plan, and I can tell you, this was not easy, okay? And we selected 20 students from a remote village, from a government school in Panchamol, and 20 schools from Valley Public, with 12 students, including Rotarians. This one, after several months of preparation in Shangjah and also in Kathmandu, all the children, 40 of them were ready to go to UK. Mid-March, before they left Kathmandu, Rotary Club of the Himalayan Gurkhas actually said goodbye to them in a good farewell do. So this is the photograph they have taken together. Now, as they arrived in UK, they had 1 day's rest in a cold and miserable Yorkshire weather. They started their visits and preparation in 14 schools. 14 schools, which were the schools actually participating in Kids Allowed. Now, they went to each school and played and studied with them, learned between one another, tried to exchange their views, learn from one another, and so on. And obviously, the focus was on the music. So in this one here, the children from Nepal are demonstrating their musical sort of prowess to all these attentively listening and watching students in one of the schools in UK. Okay, of course, the grand finale, Kids Allowed, was the main thing for this whole project. After visiting 14 schools, visiting many Jew a memorial war museum, cathedrals, very important places, not to mention the Yorkshire Dale and so on. This was the finale, and this was quite something. You had to be there to experience the atmosphere. The chief guest of the event was Durga from, he was a Nepalese ambassador to London, and he came to the event. He was given 3 minutes to say a few words, and I passed the message to him, but he just nodded, and he went to the stage, and in a typical Nepali style, of the 3 minutes, he spoke for 17 minutes. However, what he said was relevant and quite actually useful information he passed on to. So after that, the program went on. It was 2.5 hour program, and obviously Andy was leading this Kidala program. Guy was the main man with the musical side of it. We had hired Master of Musics, and we had Barry and other friends from Harrogate who were supporting us throughout. Once this was done, we were invited by the Nepalese ambassador to London, Durga Subedi, to his residence in Kensington. So we went there. He invited us for a dinner, but we already had organized a dinner elsewhere. So we went to his place, and we had 1.5 hours with them. He welcomed us, very welcome indeed, a warm welcome indeed, and he treated us with a good cup of tea, English tea, and also some biscuits. So after that, the children had one more day to visit around London. They went to Buckingham Palace, and they went to Trafalgar Square and all other horse guards and important places. Of course, they can't miss the Gurkha statue. So I took them to the Gurkha statue, and they had a memorable photograph in front of the Gurkha statue. Obviously, those who don't know, behind the Gurkha statue, the building is a Ministry of Defense building. Okay, so on this particular day, there was no space for lunch anywhere. So we decided to impromptu sort of pack meal for around 60 people, 52 of us, plus other supporters in the team, and there were no space for 50 plus people to sit in any of the restaurants, even including the McDonald's. So what they did is Andy and Guy went to one of the McDonald's restaurants and asked for 60 McDonald's meal. We had to find a space somewhere to sit down, and we went to one corner of the Trafalgar Square. We were waiting there, and Andy and Guy came with a handful of all these packs, and we sat down in one corner. It was drizzle, it was raining all the time, but it didn't matter. We had a good meal, and we concluded our visit to London. And thereafter, they returned back to Nepal. Now, I want to move on to Rotary Monument in Sirubari, Shangha. Now, this monument, as you can see here, is actually half built now. We're into the halfway point. And this is built in Sirubari. Why Sirubari? Because I've said this to some of my friends already, but we wanted to have some form of a memory for the Himalayan Gurkhas. Why Sirubari? Because Sirubari has been homestay village since 1996. It was the very first homestay village initiated by my uncle, or late uncle, I should say, Rudraman Gurung. He was the MP, and a guy called Tony Parr of Australia. He was the business entrepreneur settled in Kathmandu. With those two visiting Sirubari, they started the tourism village. Since then, the tourism village has become extremely busy, and people from very east of Nepal to the very west of Nepal, they come in hundreds every day to visit the village. Also, we have foreign visitors who come to visit us, and this monument is going to be the legacy for Himalayan Gurkhas, which will be a prominent site for all the visitors in the village. Now, the position of it is in the background is a village. It's about 90 houses. You can see only 3 or 4, but there are 90 houses at the background. And just below it, there is a bus park. As soon as the tourists or the visitors come out of the bus, they walk up the steps. After about 50 steps, you have this Chautari monument right in front of you. So it's going to be a center of attraction, no doubt. And you turn left in front of the Chautari to go to the village. So this is the monument that I think will leave a lasting legacy for Rotary International and also for Rotary District 3292 Nepal, and in particular the Himalayan Gurkhas. Now, I'm coming to my very last slide, and thank you for your kind attention. I would like to say namaste from me and namaste from these very high profile people. I must add, I'm not trying to promote Mr. Trump's presidency in November. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, may I request Rotarian Gopal Gurung to introduce Rotarian Rajib Pokhrel, District Governor 3292.
Yes, Kaji. Oh.
Rotarian Rajib Pokhrel, a well-known District 3292, was born on 30th March 1967 at Prasuti Griha, Kathmandu, as the second child to father Mr. Daya Chandra Upadhyaya and mother Mrs. Sneha Pokhrel. He grew up in Kathmandu and did his initial schooling in St. Xavier School, Daulak Hill, before joining Mount Hermon School, Darjeeling. From an early age, he had keen interest in drama and elocution and took part in school plays and elocutions. He did his MBA and BBA from Kathmandu University and has strong business background. He is involved in industry, hydro, trading, finance, service, and export. He has served as an executive member, secretary, and vice president of Finance Company Association Nepal, and executive member of Management Association Nepal. Besides this, he loves to cook, read, and travel. He has extensively traveled to many countries in Asia, Europe, Australia, North, and South America. He is married to Mrs. Anupama and they are blessed with 2 children, an elder son Rahav Chandra Pokhrel, who is a third-year medical student at Manipal Medical College, Pokhara, and a younger daughter Astuti Pokhrel, who is pursuing a degree in law. Rahav is also the president 2019-20 of Rotaract Club of Manipal Medical College. His involvement in Rotary started in 2005 when he joined Rotary Club of Kathmandu Metro. He immediately started liking Rotary and quickly rose through the ranks and served as the club president in year 2010 and 11. He also served as the chair of RILA Program Coordinator, Assistant Governor in year 2012 and 13 and 2013 and 14, Chair of the Fundraising Subcommittee, Chair of District Training Team, and Chair of Service Project Committee, and many others. He has received many recognitions for his contribution. Among them, he received Governor's Special Recognition Award for successfully distributing more than 1,000 wheelchairs. Special appreciation from PRIP Kalyan Banerjee for conducting a very effective RILA received Outstanding Assistant Governor Award and raised $1.2 million as fundraising committee chair. Rajiv and Anupama are a level 2 major donors and both their children are Paul Harris Fellows. Rajiv attended RI Convention in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Seoul, Korea, Atlanta, USA and Hamburg, Germany. He has also attended in district conferences since 2008 and many Rotary institutes. He is a well-known speaker and has been a speaker in many regional and district conferences and seminars. He has a very good knowledge about Rotary. He has understood the norms, principles and bylaws of Rotary. Rajiv has also written many articles on banking and finance which are published in popular newspapers and magazines of Nepal. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting you a man with a vision, a dynamic personality, the youngest district governor so far of District 3292 for 2020 and 21, Rotarian Rajib Pokhrel.
Thank you, Rotarian Gurung. Now, going further, may I request attraction of the ceremony and chief guest, Rotarian Rajib Pokhrel, District Governor, to address the ceremony.
Thank you, Bose Badurji. Good evening to everybody. Good to be here, and like it is really proud moment as a Rotarian to see the good work that this club has done. So first of all, let me congratulate the charter president and the president both for their completing these 17 very, very important years in District 3292, and let me hats off to you for the wonderful work. I think Ambika Gurung ji had given a very good, very comprehensive presentation, and certainly these things are the things that really enhance the name of Rotary. So just going through all of these things, you know, you have been like 17 years old now. So I guess you have like, you know, matured. I would say this club has matured very much. So we have like what, about 131 clubs right now in our district. And there's a long gap between there's a long bridge, you know, between the clubs who are doing global grants and the clubs who are not doing global grants. So my request to you would be like, you know, maybe from your side, now you have such a good experience on doing all these service projects or doing all these global grants. I would like, you know, to urge every one of you, each member of you, to at least choose one or two clubs, other clubs from our district who have not done these sort of global grants, and at least like involve them in your project also. It is so important that, you know, we come to know, we have to like, you know, let many other clubs also do this sort of projects, because, you know, there's so many projects, clubs who want to do a project. They call me, they tell me, sir, we want to do a global grant, but you know, it's not an easy thing. I myself have already done 13, 14 global grants through my club. So I know how difficult it is to do a global grant, no matter whatever Rotary Foundation may say, but it's not easy. And you have that very good experience. So this is what you need to share, that experience. You know, you need to tell these clubs, you know, how to do a global grant. Maybe ask them to participate in one of your global grants. You know, this is certainly going to help other clubs, you know, to like build that confidence that they need to do a global grant. Otherwise, you know, we are still going to have like, I think out of 131 clubs, I think not even 20 or 21 clubs are doing global grants right now. Apart from that, I think other clubs are just doing simple work, simple to service projects, and then, you know, that's not helping much. And I've always said that every club should know how to do a global grant. And that's what the Rotary Foundation also wants us to do. Every time we go out, every time we meet the foundation people, they always say, it's not only giving, it's also taking from the foundation. So, you know, we need to give, but at the same time, we need to take. So global grant plays a big role as far as Rotary Foundation is concerned. So I urge every one of you to please look into this also. Go around, find a club, like you're finding these villages where you're going and working. Similarly, try to find a club here also who can, you know, partner with you to do a global grant, so that, you know, later on, they can stand on their own feet. They are capable of doing their own projects. The other thing I would like to tell, of course, is, of course, the membership. This is something that I have been talking to everybody since day one. Membership has been a challenge. New clubs has not been a challenge. New members have not been a challenge in our district. But what has been challenge is retention. I am not aware about your retention. You know, maybe when I have your district, when I visit your club as a during the district governor's visit, maybe I will have that. But I think each and every one of us need to take care of our members. This is so important, that members have become so important. I'll tell you, this year itself, as of now, you won't believe it, 11 clubs are already, 6 clubs have already been chartered, new clubs in the last 2.5 months, 2 months and 10 days. And there are the 7 clubs who are in pipeline who we have already sent to be chartered. So that enthusiasm to become a Rotarian in Nepal is very, very high. But where we are failing is on retention. We have not been able to retain. Last year, till June end, we had a growth of 800 and something members, and you won't believe it. Come July 1st, we are only 272 members, or 282, if I'm not mistaken, were added in the Rotary family. So that is where we are going wrong. And that is where the whole world and whole globally, like, Rotary is going on, going wrong. Foundation, we are doing fantastically well, but membership, I'll tell you, this was the study that was done by Rotary International recently. They did a study for last 10 years. They tried to find out how many people entered Rotary and how many people left. We are 1.2 million all around the world. And you won't believe again, there were 1.4 million people who entered Rotary and left Rotary. Now, can you imagine? Had we only been able to keep 50% of those people, say 700,000, worldwide would have been close to 2.0 million. We need members. Rotary is a member-oriented organization. More members, more contribution. More contribution, more money to do for service projects. More service projects we do, our image gets enhanced. More our image gets enhanced, more people get attracted to join Rotary. So I request you all to please have your members also grow. And the way you are growing your service project, I think your members also need to grow, and at the same time, they also need to be retained and kept well. Because why I'm saying this is, when I saw your charter members, I think when you chartered your members, I think you said there were 36, and I think there were only 6 or 7 that were remaining here. So maybe some have left for various reasons, it could be like, important reasons that may have left. But even then, retention is so important that, we need to really take care of our members. And it's not the president, it's not the membership chair, it's not the secretary, it's every member of the club who needs to take care of each other. If we take care of each other, then only we can retain those members. The other thing, of course, the foundation, the giving part, of course, we are taking part. I think a club like yours, the stature you have been, I think I have to expect more fund from your side. Because, I feel like at present, Rotary Foundation is in trouble. Rotary Foundation is in trouble for the simple reason because what we are doing is we have only taken money from there and only little money has been given back to them. So that is why from July 1st this year, they are not going to match the club contribution anymore. Why? Because the World Fund does not have sufficient amount of money to match. So I think it's our duty, I say, like, to support the foundation. So my request to you is please contribute to the foundation also, the annual giving that we call it, please contribute as much as you can this year also. I am sure your president has a goal set for this year. So I request Sri Prasad Gurungji to please set a goal to at least contribute to the annual giving, because this is a beautiful organization that we have and it has always been giving. This year itself, we have got more than 54 applications for global grant. So if we are to add that, we reach what? I don't know, more than $2 million or $3 million worth project we'll be doing this year. So it's a huge thing that we are doing, and that half of that money is coming from the Rotary Foundation, because these people applied in June end. So all the application that was applied by June end, they are going to get that 50% match. So my request to you again is please contribute to the foundation as much as you can. Please look after your members and continue to do the great work that you are doing. Fantastic. You are one of those clubs who have done maximum number of global grants. Keep up that good work that you are doing. And I'm sure under Sri Gurungji's leadership, this club will certainly climb even higher and higher. And my best wishes to all of you, and many congratulations once again to all the members for completing your 17 years and entering, I think, your 18 years. And my many congratulations, and you all should be very proud of yourself. I'm sorry I have to leave early as I've got another commitment, sorry. So Many, many congratulations, and I'll take your leave once again. Goodbye and Jai Rotary.
Thank you, our DG, for even within a very busy schedule, finding a time in a very short notice. So thank you very much for joining with us in this very important event of the year for us. And also same thing goes with the Rotary Rajib Rajendra Shakya ji, Chair District Trainer, for joining us. I know you got another commitment to meet, so thank you very much for both of you joining us in this important event. Thank you very much. Both, please continue.
Okay, thank you, President. Now, may I request President Interact Club of Valley Public, Prasamsa Chand, to share your Interact journey.
Warm greetings to respected club president, district governor, district officials, charter president, past president, secretary, and honorary members present in this meeting. It's me, Prasamsa Chand, the president of Interact Club of Valley Public High School. Interact Club of Valley Public High School is also the sister club of Rotary Club of the Himalayan Gurkhas. So what actually inspired me to join the Interact Club? Firstly, the main reason why I joined the Interact Club is my willingness to serve the society. The main inspiration I got to join the Interact Club of Valley Public High School is from my seniors, who were once a part of the same club. The way they worked for needy people motivated me to join this club and inspired me to help the people in the same way as they do. Interact Club of Valley Public has actively participated in helping the needy people. The club has donated sewing machines and computers to needy people of Tokha Blind Center. Similarly, it has also participated in supporting the victims of natural disasters. Jointly, Interact Club of Valley Public and Valley Public Eco Club have actively participated in cleaning campaign of Sunikhel Pond. Likewise, Interact Club of Valley Public also participated in cleaning the premises of Buranil Kanta Temple and donated clothes to the elderly people there as well. As a president of Interact Club of Valley Public High School, I feel honored to serve the society. Being a member of Interact Club of Valley Public, I would like to serve the society and needy people even in the coming days. I promise you that Interact Club of Valley Public will keep up its good deeds and keep on helping the needy people to build a better society. Lastly, I would like to thank our school's respected chairman, Major Lil Bahadur Gurung MBE, who is also the past president of Rotary Club of the Himalayan Gurkhas, as well as our school's principal, Mr. Krishna Prasad Adhikari, who is also the immediate past president of Rotary Club of the Himalayan Gurkhas, for providing Valley Public High School such great opportunity to serve the society for the betterment of the society itself. Thank you and namaste.
Thank you, Prasamsa Chand, for your share your Interact journey. Now, going forward, may I request past President Sadiq Sakarel, Rotary Club of the People's Campus, to share your Rotary journey.
Thank you so much, Secretary Rotarian both sir. So, Honorable District Governor Rotarian Rajib Pokhrel sir, Rotarian AZ Rotarian Ambika ma'am, Chair of District Training Team and Chair of District Publication Rotarian Rajendra sir, distinguished Rotarians from UK, Charter President Rotarian Gopal sir, President Rotaract Gurung sir, Rotarians, and my fellow Rotaractors. A warm good evening to all of you. I am Rotaractor Sadiksha Kandil, immediate past president of Rotaract Club of Peoples Campus and zonal Rotaract representative of Zone 9. I feel blessed to have been got the opportunity to share my Rotaract journey in front of my parent Rotary Club in this auspicious occasion of Charter Day. Starting my Rotaract journey, I joined Rotaract in Rotary 2015 and 16 as a general member. In Rotary 2016 and 17, I served as Sergeant at Arms. In 17 and 18, Club Service Director. In 18 and 19, as a Secretary. And in 19 and 20, I was crowned as a President. Marking 6th year in Rotaract journey, to be honest, those wonderful years cannot be expressed in terms of words. But I must mention, in those years, I learned the essence of teamwork, essence of a mentor in an organization, and also I increased my leadership skill. As I am very much interested in community service, I joined Rotaract in 2015 and 16, and our clubs has been doing various community service projects. And one of the major projects that we have been doing is supporting the student of Upper Dolpa. And this project is jointly done by Rotaract Club of New York City and Rotaract Club of Peoples Campus. In this project, we provide various stationery materials and various things that are needed for the students in Upper Dolpa. And as Rotaract is the organization, youth organization, which focused on enhancing the professional development of the members, our clubs have been organizing various professional development events as well. So I'm so much thankful to our Rotarians of our parent Rotary Club of Himalayan Gurkhas, for supporting and being with us every time whenever we needed a mentor. On behalf of Rotary Club of Peoples Campus, I'd like to congratulate our parent Rotary Club of Himalayan Gurkhas, and Rotarians for the successful completion of 17 years in Rotary movement. Thank you so much for having me. Jai Rotary, Jai Rotaract. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Sadiksha Karel. Now going forward, may I request Rotaract Ranjit Bhandari, Rotaract Club of People's Campus, share your poem.
Thank you so much, Master of Ceremony. Amra Parent Club, Rotary Club of Himalayan Gurkhas का Secretary Rotarian बोस बहादुर खत्री सरलाई आजको यस 17 Saturday प्रोग्राममा पाल्नु भएका रोटरीका वरिष्ठ व्यक्तित्वहरू, त्यसैगरी रोट्र्याक्टर र इन्ट्र्याक्टर सम्पूर्ण व्यक्तित्वहरूमा म रोटराक्ट क्लब अफ पिपल्स क्याम्पसको पब्लिकेसन अफिसर रोट्र्याक्टर रञ्जित भण्डारीको तर्फबाट उपस्थित सम्पूर्ण महानुभावहरूमा हार्दिक नमन तथा अभिवादन व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु। आज यस कार्यक्रममा मलाई कविता वाचनको निम्ति अवसर प्रदान गराइदिनु भएकोमा म आयोजक परिवार र विशेष धन्यवाद रोट्र्याक्ट क्लबका प्रेसिडेन्ट आदरणीय जुना पुन प्रति आभार व्यक्त गर्दै अब भने म मेरो कविता सुरु गर्न गइरहेको छु। सानैदेखि समाज सेवामा विश्वास गर्ने म जब पिपल्स क्याम्पसको प्राङ्गणमा आए तब रोटराक्ट क्लबमा आबद्ध भई सेवा नै धर्म हो भन्ने मूल मन्त्रलाई वास्तविकतामै रूपान्तरण गर्न पाए। जनचेतनामूलक कार्यक्रमसँगै देउसी भैलो, ब्लड डोनेसन, अनाथ आश्रममा सहयोग जस्ता अन्य विविध कार्यक्रम गर्दै आयौं। रोटरीको माया र स्नेहले हुर्कदै गरेका हामी थप मलजल र गोडमेलले फक्रिन पायौं। पक्कै पनि हामी कति भाग्यमानी छौं, पक्कै पनि हामी कति भाग्यमानी छौं। आफ्नै बुबा आमा सरहको सरम्यामहरूको छत्र छायामा रही जीवनयापी कुराहरू सिक्दै नयाँ नयाँ अनुभवहरू बटुल्दै आफू पनि फुल्दै अरूलाई नि फुलाउँदै आएका छौं। मुहारमा हाँसो भर्दै आएका छौं। सधैँ सहयोग गर्न अग्रसर हाम्रा रोटरीका बुबा, कम छैनन् माया गर्न रोटरीकै आमा। दुःख पर्दा पीर पर्दा आउनेछौं सल्लाह लिन, यति पूजनीय गुरुहरू हुनुहुन्छ अन्त जानु किन। इन्टर्याक्ट रोटराक्ट रोटरी हातेमालो गर्ने हामी मितेरी, इन्टर्याक्ट रोटराक्ट रोटरी हातेमालो गर्ने हामी मितेरी। हामी सबै एकै परिवारका सदस्यहरू हौं। आपद विपद दिन दुखीका लागि हामी सहयोग गर्न सधैँ तयार छौं। आफू पनि हाँस्दै अरूको मुहारमा पनि उज्यालो भर्ने हामीहरूकै कर्तव्य हो, हामी सबैको जिम्मेवारी हो। विगतलाई फर्केर हेर्दा म आफूमा आज धेरै परिवर्तन भेट्दछु। बोल्नलाई डराउने, अगाडि हिँड्न काप्ने म आज यहाँहरू सामु कविता भन्ने हिम्मत गर्दैछु। म आज जे छु यो रोटरयाक्टकै दिन हो। म आज जे छु यो रोटरयाक्टकै दिन हो। म आज जस्तो छु त्यो पनि रोटरयाक्टकै दिन हो। हिजो नि भनेको थिए, आज नि भन्ने छु। रञ्जित रोटरयाक्टर रञ्जितदेखि डाहाले भुतुक्कै हुँदो हो। रञ्जित रोटरयाक्टर रञ्जितदेखि डाहाले भुतुक्कै हुँदो हो। धन्यवाद। जय नेपाल, जय रोटरी, जय रोटरयाक्ट। थ्याङ्क यू।
Okay, thank you, Rotaract Ranjit Bhandari, for your poem. Now going forward, may I request Rotaract Asmita Bhatt, Rotaract Club of the People's Campus, share your poem.
Honorable Chief Guest, AG Ma'am, District Trainer, President, Past President, distinguished Rotarians from UK, and all the Rotarians and all my fellow Rotaractors. It's me, Rotaractor Asmita Bhatt from Rotaract Club of People's Campus, and currently serving as Vice President for the Rota year 2020-21. आजको यस महत्त्वपूर्ण दिनमा मलाई कविता भन्ने एउटा अपर्च्युनिटी दिनुभएकोमा रोटरी क्लब अफ हिमालयन गुर्खासलाई म मनैदेखि धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद ज्ञापन गर्न चाहन्छु। र मेरो कविताको शीर्षक रहेको छ रोटरी रोटरयाक्ट। रोटरी हुन् आमा बुबा रोटरयाक्ट छोरा छोरी। रोटरी हुन् आमा बुबा रोटरयाक्ट छोरा छोरी। त्यही छोरा छोरीलाई अघि बढ्ने बाटो खोज्छन् सधैँभरि। सुनौलो भविष्यको लागि खुट्टा लम्काऊ भन्नुहुन्छ उहाँ। सुनौलो भविष्यको लागि खुट्टा लम्काऊ भन्नुहुन्छ उहाँ। कति गोडा लर्बराए सम्हाल्न आइपुग्नुहुन्छ त्यहाँ। संसार देख्न र चिन्न पाइन्छ यहाँ आबद्ध भए सधैँभरि। संसार देख्न र चिन्न पाइन्छ यहाँ आबद्ध भए सधैँभरि। हातेमालो गर्दै काम गर्न सिकाउने हुन् रोटरयाक्ट रोटरी। व्यक्तित्व विकास र क्षमता अभिवृद्धि गर्न मद्दत पुर्याउने। व्यक्तित्व विकास र क्षमता अभिवृद्धि गर्न मद्दत पुर्याउने। यही नै यो माध्यम हाम्रो सबै सामु आफू चिनाउने। समुदाय र कता कता विकासको ज्योति छरी। समुदाय र कता कता विकासको ज्योति छरी। सबैले नै नारा लाउँछन् जय रोटरयाक्ट, जय रोटरी। आमा बुबा छोरा छोरी एकबद्ध भई काम गर्ने एकमात्र यही हो ठाउँ। आमा बुबा छोरा छोरी एकबद्ध काम गर्ने एकमात्र यही हो ठाउँ। सत्मार्गको बाटो लम्कन रोटरयाक्ट रोटरीमै जाउँ। सत्मार्गको बाटो लम्कन रोटरयाक्ट रोटरीमै जाउँ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Asmita Bhatt, Rotaract Club of the People's Campus. Now going forward, may I request Honorary Member Rotary ND Morrison to address the ceremony on behalf of the Honorary members of the Rotary Club of the Himalayan Gurkhas.
Good afternoon. District Governor, Assistant District Governor, various Rotary officials, President Siri, fellow Rotarians and friends, thank you for inviting myself, Barry, our UK colleagues, John, to your meeting. I must congratulate you on 17 years as a club. It's a tremendous achievement. I have a message from our own president, President David. He wants to say thank you for all your help and sponsorship with our virtual Everest ascent. For the people that don't understand what we're talking about, currently our club is saving steps, walking up hills, walking up stairs, climbing ladders, and recording that, trying to clock up enough miles and meters to get our own president to the top of Everest in a way of raising money for COVID relief. And you've been very generous, especially in a time when the world is challenged and Nepal itself is in lockdown. You've supported our club greatly. So thank you very much on behalf of David. On a more personal note, I've listened intently to the stories of the projects that you've run over the last few years. And I'm really proud, and I'm sure Barry will echo how glad we've been to be allowed to take part in the projects and have an influence on them over the last decade. Lil, you've been very kind in your words, but in truth, your own leadership and influence can't be underestimated. The various projects just wouldn't have been a success without the management of Major Lil and the club as a whole, the Himalayan Gurkhas, and you deserve a very big thank you and a big clap. Barry and I, before the meeting, were reviewing the projects. It was Barry's vision, I think, at the start when you first contacted him at Harrogate Brigantes, that we would run an IT and literacy project. But I really don't think back then we knew quite where it would lead us. And when you think back that we've been involved with you with the school projects, implementing IT in various schools, and that's catalyzed David Repper with another dozen schools. The concept of moving from schools dotted around the country to a cluster of schools was really, really important. I know in our first trip, I went up the mountain, Sirabari, and the biggest challenge to me was the lack of communication. It was a surprise that to buy paper for the printers, we had to go and find one particular field where our mobile phones worked, just at the time when the bus passed the shop in Pokhara, in order that we could organise and coordinate getting the paper on the bus and getting it delivered up the mountain. And that inspired us, I think, to come back and help with the internet project. The internet project, of course, led to schools twinning across the world and various schools in Harrogate twinning with schools in the Panchamal Valley. And we led on from there to do various coaching work with the teachers and work on teaching practices and pairing up schools wherever we could. And I know our club and District 1040 have helped tremendously with water and sanitation projects. Endless villages that we've been to and helped open. And when the 2015 earthquake hit, I guess like you, the UK Rotarians were just devastated. But we rallied together. Major Lil visited the UK and we had a gala dinner and we raised much needed funds, and together with Brigantes and the District 1040, we helped with recovery. It was a clean slate. Many places received help that wouldn't have received help before, and I think it was opening the door to a much greater partnership. More recently, we've helped with the rebuild of the post office in Sirabari with the completion of the fibre internet feed. We've now moved from providing internet to just schools to internet in the community. And that was a timely break. We opened an internet cafe in Sirabari just at the point of lockdown, and Lil sent me pictures of children turning up every day, having lessons in the community hall using the internet there because they couldn't go to school. It was so fulfilling, I think, to just have seen a positive impact from the projects that took place. 2019, you've touched on Kids Allowed. Every time I see pictures from Kids Allowed, I get a knot in my throat. It was such an event, made so many friends, and we did such incredible things, going to the coast, having ice creams, people turning up in the street and just handing money over because they could see it was a worthwhile thing for these kids to come to the UK and have an experience. And I think Barry and I, John as well, all of the people in the UK, we just see this as a friendship across the world. I think through the link with your club, with the Himalayan Gurkhas, we've met so many great people. We've worked alongside the best. I've got to thank the club just for the opportunity to have been involved in so many things. Myself and close Rotarians, my own family, in fact, have all grown from the support. Callum, Douglas have all been to Nepal, worked on projects. So I'm going to close with that brief speech just by saying thank you so much for inviting us and allowing us to be involved. So Dandabad, Namaste. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Rtn and Morrison, for your speech. Now, may I request Rtn Ambika Shrestha, Assistant Governor, to address the ceremony.
Charter President, past presidents, fellow Rotarians and family, Rotaracts, Interacts and the guests, warm and hearty Rotary greetings to you, to all of you, and many, many congratulations on the occasion of 17th Charter Day, a very special day of Rotary Club of the Himalayan Gurkhas. We are fortunate in the world to become Rotarians, members of Rotary International. the world's largest volunteer organizations of business and professional leaders who provide humanitarian service and help to build goodwill and the peace in the world. In our organization, there are approximately 1.2 million Rotary Club members in more than 200 countries, and the Rotary founded in Chicago in 1905. Rotary celebrated 100 years of service in 2005, and our service to the community continues for 115 years by now, and we are having a brand vision of doing good in the world. You did a wonderful projects in remote areas, really appreciable job, and a big hand to all of you. Today being a Charter Day of celebration, I believe we should talk about membership. Members are the heart of the club, every club, and the attracting new members and the retention of members are very challenging, as said by our district governor. And this year we need to increase 500 members in district 3292. And I would like to share there are 7 I steps to attract the new members. It would be beneficial to all of us. Number 1, identify members and inform and inspire them, invite them, and induct, involve and include. And lastly, imbibe. So membership is everyone's job, I think. So we should give importance to membership as well as to the Rotary Foundation, service project and all. So many congratulations again to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rotary Ambika Shrestha, Assistant Governor, for your address. Now, may I request President Rtn Sri Prasad Gurung to proceed for cake cutting ceremony.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony, Rotarian Room. Can you bring in the cake, please? So, a delicious cake which we can share virtually. Yeah, this is yes, we have the Himalayan Gurkhas, the 70th, happy 70th Charter Day. I would like Charter President and the Assistant Governor to join me for, we cannot cut it, but we celebrate the Charter Day cake ceremony. Please bring in the cutting ceremony room. Charter Day to everybody. Thank you very much, Room. Please, back to you, Coach.
Okay, now may I request Rotarian Major M. Bahadur Gurung, past President, to deliver vote of thanks.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, coming towards the end, I'm looking at the time. It's taking a lot of time, so I'll be fairly quick. And I'm sorry if I get, do give me a shout if I make any mistake on the names, particularly the Rotaract, because it kept changing from the preparation that I made. I'm reading off a prepared paper, so hopefully it'll be quite quick. District Governor, President, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Although the district governor has gone, I think it's right to continue to speak to him as if he was here. Despite the upheaval created by the coronavirus and the fact that we could not meet face-to-face in a gathering, thank you to everyone for responding to the Secretary's email to celebrate our club Charter Day. But a new word we are learning fast. Can I single out a few names to thank? Today's chief guest, our District Governor 3292, Rotarian Rajib Pokhrel. Welcome, sir. I had it prepared. And thank you for giving your time. We know that you are a busy man with over 126 clubs, including Bhutan, to visit within the first few months. Quite a tall task, if I might say so. We are delighted to see you on our screen, and thank you for your inspiring words. Everyone needs that little push. Thank you, our AG, Rotary Ambika Shrestha, also for joining us today to wish us well on our Charter Day celebration, and for your very kind words. Thank you also for guiding us as the AG and for all your advice. The chairman district training did not, he wasn't here. So I'll go on to the next one. Thank you to President of the Interact Club of Valley Public School, Prasansa Chan, I believe I got it right, for your interesting experience. We hope your Interact journey has helped you in your life as you take on more responsible tasks. Thank you to the IPP of Rotary Club of the People's Campus, Sadiksha, also for sharing your Rotary journey with us. As you grow up, giving sometimes helps you to mature fast while you understand the human needs. Thank you also to Rotaract Ranjit Bandari from the People Campus for sharing your wonderful poem with us. This is a talent that you should take up, and you never know when it will be useful when you are asked to speak. Thank you also to Rotaract Asmita Bhatta from People's Campus for sharing your poem with us. Poems sometimes say a lot in an articulate way, something we cannot forget. Well done. And on the UK side, hello Andy, all the way from the UK. We thank Honorary Member Rtn Andy Morrison, who spoke on behalf of all the honorary members in UK. Thank you for coming up on Zoom. It is wonderful. No need to fly so long, but yet great to see you. Hope you're well in the UK in this difficult time. As ever, we are most grateful to you and your teams for coming out to Nepal and helping the schools and the villages who need support so much. Please pass on our best wishes to them. Can I just, because I know John and Barry are also around. Hello, John, great to see you. Honorary Member John Proud, I personally know him as he was concentrating on the computer projects in the school in Ritepani in Kaskir district, and I'm the contact from that club on this. Hope you're well, and our best wishes to you, John. Hello, Barry. I have not seen you for a long time, since we met years ago when our projects first started, and also when we first met in UK. Our warmest welcome to you, to Honorary Member Barry Pollard, who has led the UK team to support many of our club's projects for so many years, as Major Leo said. Thank you for your kind initiative to continue our warm relationship. Our best wishes to you. Can I, within our club, on behalf of the President, thank, first of all, Major Gopal Dai, our Charter President, who highlighted how our club was created and how we got the grant as a charter on the 10th of September 2003, 17 years ago, quite long. Thank you, Dai. And thank you also to Lieutenant Major Lil for talking briefly about our projects. There are so many projects that we did in the past 17 years that it would take really long if everyone was mentioned. But thank you for highlighting some of them. Brilliant presentation, if I may say so. He has personally done a lot for the club in partnership with the international clubs, as Andy's just mentioned. Thank you for all your hard work. Can I add our thanks, although he wasn't speaking, to Major Vim for leading so many projects at his age. Our best wishes to you for a healthy life and more projects to visit. Can I just add also to Ratan Rum, who actually is the technical man here, producing these gadgets and all sorts of of presentations that comes out automatically. Well done, Rum. And lastly, can I end by thanking our club secretary, Rotarian Boji, who sends emails meticulously and does not forget anyone. Plus, he chases everyone. Not an easy task. Thank you. And thank you, everyone, on this club Charter Day.
Thank you, Rotarian Major Ambika Gurung, past president, for your vote of thanks. Going further, now, in the absence of the Sergeant at Arms, as I explained earlier, I would like to request Rotarian Lokbahadur Gurung to announce the present strength and the sunshine.
And respected members, honorary members from the UK. Today's our present number of present was 40. Now it's coming down about 29. Remarkable number of people, members been attended. And concerning about the sunshine, so far no signal, no sunshine. Thank you. Back to the Secretary.
Thank you, Lokji. Now we are in the last leg of meeting. Therefore, I request President Sri Prasad Gurung to adjourn the meeting and also request Rotarian Rum Gurung to take a group photo of the ceremony. In the same time, I would like to share a small poem. Okay. यो चाहिँ एउटा आफन्त र पराईको बारेमा छ। एकदम ध्यान दिएर सुनिदिनु होला भन्न चाहन्छु। ल म आफन्त र पराईहरू, गाउँदेखि सहर, सहरदेखि देश, देशदेखि विदेश गएर अलिक दिन बसेपछि मात्र आफ्नो र पराई बारे थाहा हुन्छ। पराईहरू हेर्दा जति नै राम्रो भए पनि, जति नै मिलनसार भए पनि, जति नै इमानदार भए पनि, जति नै आफ्नोपन जनाए पनि पराई पराई नै हो। आफ्नो जस्तो कहाँ हुन्छ? आफ्नोहरूको बोल चलन खस्रो भए पनि, आफ्नोहरूको बोली वचन खस्रो भए पनि, आनी बानी चाम्रो भए पनि, बाँच्दै जुझ्दै गरे पनि, बिहेमा जन्ती जान, मर्दामा मलामी जान, सुख दुखमा साथ दिने हामीलाई माथिल्लो गाउँको हर्के धने रामे नै चाहिन्छ। तल्लो गाउँको जेठा माइला र साइला नै चाहिन्छ। तातो तातो चिया र आलुदम बाड्ने, दुख बिमारमा सान्त्वना दिने गाउँघरको चेलीबेटी नै चाहिन्छ। विदेशका सहरहरू जति नै सफा सुग्घर र चिटिक्क भए पनि, जति नै अनुशासित र विकसित भए पनि, जति नै सुजचित र डलरमा रमाउन पाए पनि, ती सबै छोडेर एक दिन गाउँ फर्कनै पर्छ। जति नै फोहोर मैला र दुर्गन्ध किन नहोस्, भ्रष्टाचार अनुशासनहीन किन नहोस्, विकासको मुख नदेखे पनि मलाई मेरो गाउँ र मलाई मेरो सहर नै मन पर्छ, किनकि तिर्खा लाग्दा धाराको पानी पिएर। धन्यवाद।
Thank you very much, sir. It's a wonderful poem to finish up the program. Before I adjourn the meeting, I know Yam Saab has extendedly thanked everybody involved. On behalf of club, again, I'd like to thank DG Saab, who to leave because of the other commitment, AG Madam for joining us, and Rotaract, Intrac President President Rtn for your wonderful journey to as an Intrac. Hopefully, you will continue as a Rotaract and eventually as a Rotary member in near future. Same thing goes with Sadiksha, who had a wonderful time, and I'm sure she will be joining the Rotary Club sometime soon. And the two wonderful Rotaractors who presented a very beautiful poem about the relationship between the Rotaract and Rotaract and Rotary, about Rotary journey and the roles. And our friend from UK, on behalf of that, Andy, who, thank you very much, Andy, Barry, and John for joining us today. It was our really honored and privileged to have you here, and please pass on our best regard and best wishes to President of both club, North Hamilton and Harrogate Brigantes, from all of us here, a very warm regards, and thank you for all your support. Now, the formal meeting number 742 is adjourned. May I request a room to do a group photo? So if you are hiding behind the camera, please turn your camera on, and inclusive social time, so you can have a chat. The room will be open until everybody is tired and leave. It's been a long session, I know. So, however, if you, the room will be open to have a fellowship, chit chat for a while. Thank you.
Please
Thank you.
open your camera. Please turn on your camera, please. iPhone, Adhikari. Please turn on your camera, please.
Krishna ji, iPhone.
Okay, one.
Krishna.
Yeah, Krishna.
First moment, please.
Smile.
Smile. Yeah, thank you very much.